In 1997, Indonesia suffered from monetary crisis, which brought about grave economic crisis. Even the effect of it was also felt by villagers in their economic life at great extent. In May of the following year, Suharto regime, which had been in force for over 30 years, ended. This brought rapid current of democracy and reform. Here we can see drastic change in Indonesia that never happened before. One of the changes is the passing of 2 laws containing regional autonomy by the National Parliament in May 1999 and that were in force in January 2001. Different from centralistic system carried out so far, these laws give wide autonomy rights to districts and cities as local administrations. During the former regime period, Indonesia ran a strictly centralistic system under its national slogan, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, or Unity in Diversity, to carry out national development. As the consequence of the implementation of these laws, the local governments, provided with wide autonomy, are demanded to run the administration with bigger responsibility.
Tapi sekarang kita tumbuhkan program-program pembangunan itu muncul dari bawah. Oleh karena itu, partisipatif masyarakat desa itu dalam proses pembangunan di Kabupaten Takalar itu adalah dibutuhkan suatu proses perencanaan yang betul-betul atas kreativitas aspirasi dari masyarakat. Itulah yang kita dukung secara bersama-sama.
PLSD is an abbreviation for Participatory Local Social Development. The PLSD training we are introducing here has been developed by the PMD-JICA Project in cooperation with the local government, the non-government organization NGO, and local universities. In general, this training is developed for smooth local community development in which local administration has been granted wide autonomy. In particular, the local characteristics based on hidden regional potential and stimulation for community participation are the priority in this training. Thereby, development can be run in a participatory manner.
PLSD bisa kita pakai untuk katakanlah memformulasi kebijakan pembangunan, menyusun rencana pembangunan pada variasi wilayah mana saja, karena yang penting di sini adalah bahwa PLSD sangat menghargai, sangat mengapresiasi karakteristik masyarakat lokal di mana pembangunan itu berjalan.
Dengan konsep PLSD itu ternyata memang dari metodenya itu memang dilibatkan masyarakat mulai dari awal proses pembangunan itu sendiri. Jadi apa kebutuhan masyarakat secara real itulah yang kemudian dijadikan sebagai dasar di dalam melakukan pembangunan.
Firstly, this training is dedicated for local government officials and NGO staff who work for rural community empowerment and hold dialogue with villages and communities in appropriate ways. Secondly, in this training, the participants are expected to equip themselves with knowledge on how to design a participatory development plan suited to community capability and development needs which are based on results of regional characteristics analysis. Thirdly, they are expected to equip with method of policy-making formulation to prepare a space in favor of participatory development activity. These are 3 essences of PLSD training. These essences have been neglected by local administration so far. Considering the three essences above, the PMD-JICA Project has developed 4 kinds of training as follows. Policymaker version training for policymakers such as Regent, members of regional parliament, chiefs of local government institutions in districts and sub-districts. District Development Planner version for officials related to planning at district level, developed in cooperation with the Center for Public Policy and Development Management Studies, Hasanuddin University, PSKMP Unhas. Frontline Officer version for officials in charge of fieldwork at district and sub-district level development in conjunction with the Community Empowerment Board of South Sulawesi. And NGO staff version for NGO staff in charge of fieldwork developed in collaboration with the Environment Partner Institute, LML, of South Sulawesi. In the era of regional autonomy, every staff of district government is demanded to look at the regional situation and potentials, makes his own decision, and plans development projects by themselves. It will not be adequate only to take orders from the central government on development planning as practiced in the past. One of the characteristics of PLSD training, developed by the PMD-JICA Project, is the frequent discussions among participants. Tasks, presentation, and summation or decision-making by participants are frequently performed. The most important thing here is to improve participants' capability to think of and decide their own. Knowledge and point of view is no longer provided by facilitators in one-way interaction or unilaterally. In addition, for training of NGO staff version and frontline officer version, 2 emphases are made. Firstly, participants have to acquire appropriate attitude to talk with villagers. Secondly, they must be skillful to appropriately recognize the local characteristics. During the training, in some sessions where they conduct field practice, the participants stay overnight in villages. They are divided in groups and interview villagers, collect data, and hold reflection meetings. Field practice can be done more practically when the practice is adjusted to the activity of villagers. For instance, the interview is carried out at night after the villagers finish work.
PLSD adalah sebuah konsep pembangunan untuk melihat ciri khas atau karakteristik sebuah wilayah. Konsep ini adalah sebuah konsep analisis untuk memahami keadaan wilayah daerah tertentu. Kenapa konsep ini dibutuhkan oleh sebuah daerah atau sebuah wilayah? Karena pengalaman pembangunan kita selama ini tidak memperhatikan aspek-aspek karakteristik wilayah tersebut. Ciri khas tersebut ada bermacam-macam aspek. Ada ciri khas mengenai aspek sumber daya yang dimiliki, kemudian aspek organisasi dan norma-norma yang berlaku dalam sebuah wilayah. Aspek-aspek ini tentunya tidak akan sama pada semua daerah karena budaya-budaya yang ada dalam sebuah wilayah itu kan berbeda-beda.
Nilai positif dari pelatihan ini tentunya membantu kami, khususnya peserta ini, dalam rangka bagaimana partisipasi masyarakat itu bisa diangkat, bisa dikembangkan, dan khususnya dalam rangka meningkatkan sumber daya manusia yang ada di desa tersebut.
The PMD-JICA Project has conducted participatory development project based on the PLSD concept that is participatory local social development in Takalar District, South Sulawesi. These are some examples of the community activities which are realized through the project. The community works through their own initiative with strong sense of ownership to improve their welfare. They all are in favor of the community enthusiasm and the local government support. In spite of the fact, to enable this kind of community movement to be deeply rooted in your region, there must be human resources as development actors. Then, education becomes a crucial element in every region. Local government officials and NGO staff who are actively involved in regional development need to improve their capability to really understand the social condition, situation, and potential of the local community. The most important thing is to widen their insight. In addition, they need to improve their capability to put those important things in the region development plan. The 4 versions of training on PLSD are indispensable for regional development in order to get good human resource.